Chapter 9 of Nights with Uncle Remus. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain and is read by Mark Smith of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Nights with Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Chapter 9. Mr. Benjamin Ram and His Wonderful Fiddle. "I speck you done year tell er ole man Benjamin Ram," said Uncle Remus, with a great affectation of indifference, after a pause. "Old man who?" asked the little boy. "Ole man Benjermun Ram. I speck you done year tell of him too long ago to talk about." "Why, no, I haven't, Uncle Remus," exclaimed the little boy, protesting and laughing. "He must have been a mighty funny old man." "Dat's as may be," responded Uncle Remus sententiously. "Fun deze days wouldn't 'a' counted fer fun in dem days, en many's de time w'at I see folks laughin'," continued the old man, with such withering sarcasm that the little boy immediately became serious. "Many's de time w'at I sees um laughin' en laughin', w'en I lay dey ain't kin tell w'at deyer laughin' at deyse'f. En 'tain't de laughin' w'at pesters me, needer," relenting a little. "It's dish yer everlastin' snickle en giggle, giggle en snickle." Having thus mapped out, in a dim and uncertain way, what older people than the little boy might have been excused for accepting as a sort of moral basis, Uncle Remus proceeded. "Dish yer Mr. Benjamin Ram, w'ich he done come up inter my min', wuz one er deze yer ole timers. Dey tells me dat he 'uz a fiddler fum away back yonder, one er dem ar kinder fiddlers w'at can't git de chune down fine less dey pats der foot. He stay all by he own alone se'f way down in de middle uv a big new groun', en he sech a handy man fer ter have at a frolic dat de yuther creeturs like 'im mighty well, en w'en dey tuck a notion fer ter shake der foot, w'ich de notion tuck'n struck um every once in a while, nothin' 'ud do but dey mus' sen' fer ole man Benjermun Ram, en he fiddle. En dey do say," continued Uncle Remus, closing his eyes in a sort of ecstasy, "dat w'en he square hisse'f back in a cheer en get in a weavin' way, he kin des snatch dem ole time chunes fum who lay de rail. En den, w'en de frolic wuz done, dey'd all fling in, dem yuther creeturs would, en fill up a bag er peas fer ole Mr. Benjamin Ram fer ter kyar home wid 'im. One time, des 'bout Chris'mus, Miss Meadows en Miss Motts en de gals, dey up'n say dat dey'd sorter gin a blowout, en dey got wud ter ole man Benjermun Ram, w'ich dey 'spected 'im fer ter be on han'. W'en de time done come fer Mr. Benjamin Ram fer ter start, de win' blow cole en de cloud 'gun ter spread out 'cross de elements. But no matter fer dat. Ole man Benjermun Ram tuck down he walkin' cane, he did, en tie up his fiddle in a bag en sot out fer Miss Meadows. He thunk he know de way, but hit keep on gittin' colder en colder, en mo' cloudy, twel bimeby, fus' news you know, ole Mr. Benjamin Ram done lose de way. En ef he'd 'a' keep on down de big road fum de start, it mought er been diffunt, but he tuck a nigh cut, en he ain't git fur 'fo' he done los' sho' nuff. He go dis a way, en he go dat a way, en den he go de yuther way, yit all de same he wuz done los'. Some folks would 'a' sot right flat down whar dey wuz en study out der way, but ole man Benjermun Ram ain't got wrinkle on de hawn fer nothin', 'kaze he done got de name er ole Billy Hardhead long 'fo' dat. Den ag'in, some folks would 'a' stop right still in der tracks en holler en bawl fer ter see ef dey can't roust up some er de neighbors, but ole Mr. Benjermun Ram, he des stick he jowl in de win', he did, en he march right on des 'zackly like he know he ain't gwine de wrong way. He keep on, but 'twa'n't long 'fo' he begun to feel right lonesome. Most speshly hit 'ud come on up in his min' how Miss Meadows en de gals en all de comp'ny he bleedz to do de best dey kin widout any fiddlin', en hit kinder make he marrer git cole w'en he study 'bout how he gotter sleep out dar in de woods by hisse'f. Yit, all de same, he keep on twel de dark begun to drap down, en den he keep on still, en bimeby he come to a little rise whar dey wuz a claygal. W'en he get dar he stop en look 'roun', he did, en way off down in de holler, dar he see a light shinin', en w'en he see dis, ole man Benjermun Ram tuck he foot in he han' en make way todes it like it de ve'y place w'at he bin huntin'. It 'twa'n't long 'fo' he come to de house whar de light is, en bless yo' soul, he don't make no bones a knockin'. Den somebody holler out, "Who dat?" "I'm Mr. Benjermun Ram, en I done lose de way, en I come fer ter ax you ef you can't take me in fer de night," sezee. "In common," continued Uncle Remus, "ole Mr. Benjermun Ram was a mighty rough en spoken somebody, but you better believe he talk monst'us polite dis time. Den some un on de side er de do' ax Mr. Benjermun Ram fer to walk right in, en wid dat he open de do' en walk in, en make a bow like fiddlin' folks does w'en dey goes in company, but he ain't no sooner make he bow en look 'roun' twel he 'gun to shake en shiver, like he done bin strucken wid a swampy fever, 'kaze sittin' right dar 'fo' de fire wuz ole Brer Wolf, wid his toofies showin' up white en shiny like dey wuz bran new. Ef ole Mr. Benjermun Ram ain't bin so ole en stiff, I boun' you he'd er broke en run, but mos' 'fo' he had time fer ter study 'bout gittin' way, ole Brer Wolf done bin jump up en shet de do' en fassen 'er wid a great big chain. Ole Mr. Benjermun Ram he know he in fer it, en he tuck en put on a bold face ez he can, but he des nat'ally hope fer ter be los' in de woods some mo'. Den he make 'n'er low bow, en he hope Brer Wolf en all his folks is well, en den he say, sezee, dat he des drap in fer ter warm hisse'f en 'quire uv de way ter Miss Meadows's, en ef Brer Wolf would be so good ez ter set 'im on de road ag'in, he be off putty soon en 'ud be much oblige in de bargains. "'To be sho', Mr. Ram,' sez Brer Wolf, sezee, w'iles he lick his chops en grin. "'Des put yo' walkin' cane in de cornder over dar, en set yo' bag down on de flo' en make yo'se'f at home,' sezee. 'We ain't got much,' sezee, 'but w'at we got is yone w'ile you stays, en I boun' we'll take good keer er you,' sezee. En wid dat Brer Wolf laugh en show his toofies so bad dat ole man Benjermun Ram come mighty nigh havin' de ague. Den Brer Wolf tuck'n flung 'n'er lighter knot on de fire, en den he slip into de back room, en presently, w'iles ole Mr. Benjermun Ram wuz settin' dar shakin' in his shoes, he year Brer Wolf whisperin' to de ole 'oman: "'Ole 'oman, fling 'way yo' smoke meat, fresh meat fer supper. Fling 'way yo' smoke meat, fresh meat fer supper.' Den ole Miss Wolf, she talk out loud, so Mr. Benjermun Ram kin year: "'To be sho' I'll fix 'im some supper. We er way off yer in de woods, so far fum company dat goodness knows I'm mighty glad ter see Mr. Benjermun Ram.' Den Mr. Benjermun Ram year ole Miss Wolf whettin' 'er knife on a rock, shra, 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 en eve'y time he year de knife say shra, he know he dat much nigher de dinner pot. He know he can't git 'way, en w'iles he settin' dar studyin', it come 'cross his min' dat he might ez well play one more chune on de fiddle 'fo' de wuss come ter de wuss. Wid dat, he ontie de bag en take out de fiddle, en gun to chune it up. Plink, plank, plunk, plunk, blink, plank, blink, plank, plunk. Uncle Remus's imitation of the tuning of a fiddle was marvelous enough to produce a startling effect upon a much less enthusiastic listener than the little boy. It was given in perfect good faith, but the serious expression on the old man's face was so irresistibly comic that the child laughed until the tears ran down his face. Uncle Remus very properly accepted this as a tribute to his wonderful resources as a storyteller, and continued in great good humor: "W'en ole Miss Wolf hear dat kinder fuss, co'se she dunner w'at it is, en she drap 'er knife en lissen. Ole Mr. Benjermun Ram ain't know dis, en he keep on chunin' up, plank, plink, plunk, plank. Den ole Miss Wolf, she tuck'n hunch Brer Wolf wid 'er elbow, en she say, sez she: "'Hey, ole man, w'at dat?' Den bofe un um cock up de years en lissen. En des 'bout dat time ole Mr. Benjermun Ram, he sling de butt er de fiddle up und' de chin en struck up one er dem ole time chunes." "Well, what tune was it, Uncle Remus?" the little boy asked with some display of impatience. "Ef I ain't done gone en fergit dat chune off'n my min'," continued Uncle Remus, "hit sorter went like dat ar song 'bout sheep shell co'n wid de rattle uv a horn, en yit hit mought er bin dat ar yuther one 'bout roll in de key, ladies, roll dem keys. Brer Wolf en ole Miss Wolf, dey lissen en lissen, en de mo' w'at dey lissen de skeerder dey git, twel bimeby dey tuck ter dey heels en make a break fer de swamp at de back er de house des like de patrollers wuz atter dem. W'en ole man Benjermun Ram sorter let up wid de fiddlin', he don't see no Brer Wolf, en he don't year no ole Miss Wolf. Den he look in de back room, no Wolf dar. Den he look in de back po'ch, no Wolf dar. Den he look in de closet en de cupboard, no Wolf ain't dar yit. Den ole Mr. Benjermun Ram, he tuck'n shot all de do's en lock um, en he s'arch 'roun' en he fine some peas en fodder in de loft, w'ich he ate fer his supper, en den he lie down front er de fier en sleep soun' ez a log. Nex' mawnin' he 'uz up stirrin' monst'us soon, en he put out fum dar, en he find a way to Miss Meadows's time enough fer ter play at de frolic. W'en he git dar, Miss Meadows en de gals, dey run ter de gate fer ter meet 'im, en dis un tuck de hat, en dat un tuck de cane, en de yuther one tuck de fiddle, en den dey up en say: "'Law, Mr. Ram, whar de name er goodness is you bin? We so glad you come. Stir 'roun' yer, folks, en git Mr. Ram a cup er hot coffee." Dey make a mighty big terdo 'bout Mr. Benjermun Ram, Miss Meadows en Miss Motts en de gals did, but 'twix' you en me en de bedpos', honey, dey'd a had der frolic whether de old chap wuz dar or not, 'kaze de gals done make 'rangerments wid Brer Rabbit fer ter pat fer um, en in dem days Brer Rabbit wuz a patter, mon, he mos' sho'ly wuz. End of chapter 9.